Hi, this is Brad Linder with Liliputing, and I have here the optional keyboard dock accessory, which goes with the Samsung Galaxy Tab 10.1-inch tablet. And as you can see here, it's made to fit rather snugly. In fact, you can turn it sideways without too much fear of it falling off, and I've done that a number of times. I even turned it upside down once or twice. It fell out once. So it's not necessarily something that I'd recommend doing too frequently, but it does make a pretty tight connection. Let's take a look at the keyboard. It's a $69.99 accessory. It has no batteries, instead it draws its power from the tab, and you've got a docking port right here. Now you've also got a docking port over on the side, which you can use to charge the device when it's loaded in. You can use it to connect to a computer or other peripheral devices. On the back there's a speaker or line output, so you can plug in headphones, you can plug in external speakers, etc. The back has a sort of rubber raised area. It's not raised very high, but there's a little bit of a slant here, so basically the keyboard slants down a little bit towards you. There's no palm rest area, so as you're typing, you're going to sort of rest your palms on table, lap, whatever you have near you. But overall I find that typing is fairly comfortable because it's a not quite full-size, but close to full-size keyboard. It's similar to what you would get with a netbook, except there's some dedicated keys here that are clearly meant to work with Android, and specifically with this Android tablet. So there's a home key, recent apps key, back, internet and mail, shortcuts, lock, screen brightness, volume, media playback controls. This launches the app launcher. This is the menu key. This brings up settings, and then this makes this key over here and over here makes the on-screen keyboard go up and down. There's a search key, voice input key, and also arrow keys, which come in handy because there's no easy way to sort of move back and forth when you're selecting text on really precise levels when you're just using a touchscreen. So let's take a quick look at how it all works together. So we've got our shortcut keys. I can type in the URL bar if I want to, and we'll get a little search there. We can do precise entry, like I said here, using the arrow keys. Well, let's do it here instead. And if you want to do sort of a oops, that is not the key I meant to hit. If you want to do end or page up, page down, you can hold Control and the arrow keys. Now, that is a problem that I've noticed a number of times here, is that as you're trying to get things done, sometimes the on-screen keyboard will pop up when you don't want it to. And I've had a couple of instances where the keyboard has just stopped working. Keyboard has stopped. Okay, but it does still seem to be working now. Let's show you. We can bring up the app launcher. Now there's no touchpad, which means that you need to reach up if you want to play something. Let's say we're going to play a song. Turn down the volume here, but we can do next track, previous track, etc. And play and pause. Recent apps, there aren't really very many right now. There's two now. And what else did I want to show you? We can bring up settings here. Now it only brings up sort of the beginning of the settings here, but when TouchWiz is available, you're going to get more information in that settings window because the TouchWiz interface for the Samsung Galaxy Tab is going to look a little bit different. Likewise, I'm not entirely sure if pressing this is going to bring up the entire app window or if it's going to bring up the smaller app tray, which will be available in TouchWiz. But overall, it's a pretty nice accessory for $70. Helps turn the tablet into something a little bit more like a notebook, and it's going to be handy if you want to do any serious typing. I typed out a couple of email messages, so much faster than using the on-screen keyboard. It's a little heavy, weighs about 1.5 pounds, which when you add it to the 1.25 pound tablet makes it a little bit less portable than it would otherwise be, but still less than 3 pounds. So similar to what you would get from, say, a netbook. Now, it's doesn't fold up or anything, so you're going to probably want separate cases for each device, or a case that has pockets for both of them. So if you were thinking that it was going to work sort of like an ePad transformer, that's not necessarily the case, but it's a cheaper keyboard than the $150 one that you get with the ePad transformer. It doesn't have its own battery, so it doesn't charge the device, but it looks pretty nice overall. So there you go, that's a first look and overview of the Samsung Galaxy Tab optional keyboard. This is Brad Linder with Liliputing.